Analysis opinion whence goeth that yellow dog? Once upon a time, even a yellow dog could get elected in places like Alabama, so long as he was a Democrat. That dog done run off, and nowadays a Democrat can't hardly win, even when running against an accused pedophile. The accusations leveled against Alabama Judge Roy Moore by Leigh Corfman, who recalled Judge Moore trolling family court and preying on her when she was 14 years old, chillingly truthful, if a bit untimely. Unlike the vast majority of the political hit jobs you read in the main media these days, this report was devastatingly fair. So thorough and balanced was the reporting, I kept finding myself checking again and again to confirm I really was reading a story in Jeff Bezos' Amazon post. That said, I still don't blame a single Alabama voter for sticking with the accused predator. That is just how bad Washington, politics and the media has become. It is the reason Donald Trump beat every last one of them. And it is now the case for Roy Moore. The public today is so exhausted of all the scandals, especially the fake ones. For nearly a year now, we have been fed this line about President Trump colluding with Russia to rig the election, only to find out it was everybody in Washington but Mr. Trump colluding with Russia in hopes of jilting the election. Establishment Republicans, the Democratic National Committee and Hillary Clinton herself. But all we hear is how Mr. Trump colluded with the Russians. Remember the hookers in Moscow? It all started with the accusation that Mr. Trump raped his first wife, a charge the woman herself strenuously refutes. But that doesn't stop this media from charging right ahead and making the claim anyway. These are the same ilk of people who refused to believe all the women who came forward with equally believable claims made by respectable women against their young, heartthrob president, Bill Clinton. This is the same media that exudes such deep and open contempt for Christians and Christianity, with which Judge Moore has cloaked himself his entire political life. So is it really such a stretch to imagine these jackals manufacturing a fake scandal in order to destroy Christian on the verge of power, especially one who is such an unreconstructed Washington outsider? Perhaps the moment that did the most to feed the deep suspicions of Alabama voters was when another accuser came forward to retell of a similar encounter with Judge Moore decades ago. As if scripted by Harvey Weinstein, the woman held a press conference with famed legal feminist Gloria Allred. And you know what they say? How do you know when a lawyer is lying? His lips are moving. How do you know when a woman is lying? She is seated beside Gloria Allred and her lips are moving. Charles Hurt can be reached at email protected and on Twitter at Charles Hurt.